With Ja's latest finger gun celebrations, NBA media continues to stay out of touch by getting a cadre of middle-aged white men who went to private school to talk about how a young black man who grew up in poverty shouldn't be making gun salutes in a league where he literally shoots a ball for a living.
And it is exactly the opposite of what the Grizzlies need when they're under so much stress right now, having a coaching change, having a losing streak, dealing with the pressure of all this playoff situations.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here laughing my head off thinking, frick, Ja Morant is making a huge fan out of me because at least he's making the league interesting again and not fulfilling some cookie cutter image. But truthfully, he's actually staying well within the lines and not pushing the limits anywhere near as much as the league would have you believe. We're gonna talk about his latest two incidents and how not only are the clueless NBA media overreacting in the wrong direction, in fact, they should be thanking and praising Ja Morant for being a supremely rare value added in an NBA struggling to find its identity. Let's talk. Okay, I was gonna wait till the end of this video to provide this preface because, audience retention or whatever. But I'm gonna say it to you now and hope you don't click off. A good faith. Ja Morant lives in this country called the United States of America. There you go. End of discussion. See ya. But seriously, this is the country which, no matter which way you vote, red or blue, has the most rabid pro-gun laws in the world. Everywhere in the United States is a celebration of gun culture, and rightfully so if that's what they have built their country on. But wait, in a country where having guns is celebrated and legitimately commonplace in every strata of society, yeah, if you've ever been to Walmart, you know what I'm talking about. Now it's such a big problem that an NBA superstar who grew up around guns and in poverty makes gun symbols when playing basketball. It is an absolute calamity. It is a 4-alarm fire. But wait, he shoots a ball for a living. Is that also something we are going to ignore? Best of all, this young man named Ja Morant is in continuous hot water because the main precipitating event was he was shown at a strip club holding a gun, and then one other time while driving? Oh my god. So what exactly? What has he actually done? Yes, I get it. The NBA is a private company and it can have its own rules, and he is in contravention of them. But let's punish the crime for what it is instead of acting like it's the biggest freaking deal in the world. He already got significantly punished for this. So let's look at the most recent two incidences. Here's the first one. Against the Warriors, he pretty much does it directly to Buddy Hield, who, does it back. Look at Draymond Green running to the ref. Oh my god, we're so offended. Yeah, I guess that's the same as legit knocking out your teammate or kicking your opponent in the nuts. Yeah, a gun salute. I guess that's the same, right, Draymond? But wait, doesn't LeBron James also do a gun celebration? Haven't gun celebrations always been part of the NBA? It's so obvious the NBA media has an agenda and they're being puppeteered because they can't see what's right in front of them. All Ja Morant has done since being the number 2 pick is lift this crappy and irrelevant Memphis Grizzlies team into being not crappy and relevant. I mean, it's Memphis, for God's sake, and all he does is bring attention to them. Look, no one's saying that Ja Morant hasn't made missteps in his career. He would say that himself. But when you grow up in extreme poverty, then come into hundreds of millions of dollars, it's bound to send anybody into a tailspin. Can you really blame the guy? But wait, what happened to his team when he wasn't able to play? Oh yeah, they were in the lottery. Ja Morant is a winner. Ja Morant has lived up to the number 2 billing. And in truth, yes, he's done some silly things. But have they really been that bad? So yes, against Miami, literally the next day he said, I'm not going to do the gun salute celebration. And then does it again 4 minutes in. And everybody is crying and wetting their diaper, Brian Windhorst namely among them. But truthfully, it seemed more instinctive than anything. And honestly, what's the big deal? I love that Ja is giving it back to the commissioner and pushing the limits, because it's a stupid thing to get butthurt about to begin with. What all these morons didn't even address today was the fact that he did this celebration, then went out, called a shot, and hit a game winner. I mean, that was box office and gangster in the good way, clowns. as shit. And now the NBA public cares about a stupid game in March between Miami and Memphis. Check. Ain't nobody care about Miami versus Memphis in March. And I'm a Miami Heat supporter. But guess what? I care about it now. And oh, by the way, Ja has his team in a solid playoff spot in the loaded Western Conference. So, another check mark. The NBA rewards Draymond because the only thing he's never done is make it about guns. But outside of that, he has done everything else. And the NBA continues to celebrate this man. And no one can even criticize Draymond Green. Any criticism of Draymond Green is, oh, well, this brother won 4 titles. This brother. He knows what he's talking about. No, he doesn't. Draymond acts like an absolute prick and gets rewarded for it. Ja Morant does innocent, honestly, things that have no real impact, and he gets absolutely killed for it. It's time for the NBA to stop putting their stars in a box, because guess what? Diversity is the spice of life. Variety is the spice of life. I'm gonna end you with this. How come a guy like Ja Morant, who's actually won and been in the league much longer than someone like Anthony Edwards, never gets touted as the face of the league, where Anthony Edwards seems to be the unanimous choice despite having a very checkered and spotty history of his own? Why is that exactly? Oh yeah, because the NBA has a clear agenda, and it's time for us as the public to call their bullshit on it. Ja Morant is great for the league, and you can't tell me otherwise.